Hello guys and welcome back to another episode of Eclipsed SinnerS. Okay, so I will say this now. I have now got what I have planned. Okay. You guys know I've been planning to get a new mic for a long time. I keep playing with the current one. I could actually go forward with that plan now. So I know a week's time to a month, depending on where it comes from. Maybe I'll have a new mic. I don't know. But anyway. Also, again, I will apologise for the 2 days before yesterday's video when there was no those 2 days where there was no video for those 2 days because my computer, or my hard drive of my computer decided to die on me. So, yeah, sorry about that. I did what I could. Wasn't amazing though. I got a new hard drive. I had to reinstall everything. So, luckily my data was saved. So, that's a good thing. Thank you, secondary hard drive. You saved me once again. Second time it has saved me because of primary hard drive. I love that secondary hard drive. It survived everything. Okay, I can't let it get away this time. She's my best chance to crack Nanami's death. I can't afford to lose this chance. She took Nanami away in front of me. So she must know the truth behind Nanami's death. Okay, also the video in the background looks a bit crap. I don't think it's not my it's not my computer that's doing that. That's the actual background, I think. I don't know why. Either that or my computer doesn't like the format the game's in. I don't know. But for some reason that background just I don't know, it's weird. Because I can record games that are a lot more graphic, what's the word for it, not more demanding, and it runs fine. It could just be the format of the game, or just generally it's supposed to be like that. So, I don't know. Don't have a go at me. It's not my fault, okay? Nothing I can do about the background. It's just gonna have bad frames for everything, I think. I think that's just how it's designed. She took Nanami, okay I've read, have I read that? She took Nanami away in front of me, so she must know the truth behind Nanami's death. Yeah, I've read that. Also, for some reason, I think it's the game actually, the format of the game, because for some reason it doesn't like my keyboard either anymore, which I actually might have to reinstall drivers on my keyboard, that's probably why. Stuff, you're not going to get away from me this time, so I will be using the mouse, so I apologise. Well, I don't know what sounds like I'm moaning. She looks back at me scared. Well, you are chasing her. I'm gonna be honest, Kyo, if I saw someone like you chasing me, I'd be pretty fucking scared too. Especially in the middle of a forest. You won't get away this time! After she hears what I said, she starts crying. Oh great, made her cry, why don't you, git? Is she so scared? Why is she crying? Come on, she could be the killer. I must catch you today. She once again looks back at me. When our eyes meet, I see her tears running down her cheeks. My own face feels wet as if I can feel her tears. She looks so distressed. Wait a minute. She's the suspect here, but now I feel like I'm the killer. Or she's the victim. The brutal killer, am chasing after the innocent girl. How would I explain myself if my friend saw me chasing after her? Just say you're desperate. It works. I don't know firsthand, guys, I swear. No, I seriously don't know firsthand. I've never actually chased someone before. I've been chased, but it was with ill intentions. Fucking bullies. I was okay, I was bullied when I was younger. Wow. Until I snapped. And then I was just that quiet kid no one spoke to. Because everyone knew about the story of me snapping. And then I kind of moved out and it just kind of became that quiet kid no one talked to really. Well no, I had quite a few friends actually thinking about after I moved. It's just they knew me as the quiet kid. Got a bit of a laugh, it was fun. There's nobody in class quite anyway. But anyway, my friends won't come here, so I better focus on catching her. It's daytime, and the condition of the road might get better, so I run faster than I did the other night. She got away that night, but now it's daytime. Although I know she boasts speed and strength that normal girls don't have, I myself know a little kung fu. I can beat her in terms of speed and strength. Yeah, what was it she knows kung fu? I think she would still beat you. You know, you acknowledged her power and strength, but you're thinking, oh, do I know kung fu? That clearly means I could beat her. No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't. Just because you know a bit of kung fu, it's not going to save your life. She turns around, clobbers you on in the face. If she takes you down, you're screwed, Kyo. Although this is the girl who picked up another being, another human, with no effort whatsoever, and then ran with this person, and you still couldn't catch up. This is someone you don't want to fuck with. After a long run, she began to tire and slow down. We are getting closer. Transition, guys, and I will end it here. Hope you all enjoyed this episode. If you did, I'm gonna keep doing that joke forever. Don't worry about it. I almost catch her, but she keeps still running. But she still keeps running. I can't read. I didn't rashly pull her clothes, considering she is a girl. Besides, given our running speed, I may not grasp her. What if I lose my balance and fall down to the ground? When I grasp her, I don't want to throw this opportunity away. She's at the limit of her stamina. She's going nowhere. Hey! Stop running! Give up! I try to persuade her to stop, but it doesn't work. It's not persuading, that's demanding. There's a difference, Kyo. She has a stronger willpower than I thought. She has stronger willpower than I thought. Even with tears streaming down her face, she is still full on running. I'm sure she knows she can't escape from me today, but she still doesn't give up running. She's an arm's length away from me. Now it's time. I stretch out my hand. Suddenly, I notice there are scars all over her body. What's wrong? I pull my hand back to see her scars carefully. Judging from her scars, I feel she has been subjected to bullying and torture rather than getting them from killing. Various shaped scars are on her skin. Some of the scars were caused by a blunt tool, while some were caused by a sharp tool. There are some other scars that look like they were ripped open by people or animals. The red and swelling skin around these scars indicate... Hiccups, oh dear. She has been abused for quite some time. She is a poor girl who has been subjected to long-term abuse. I made a weird noise then, oh dear, what the hell was that? I never expected to see such a miserable girl. I'm not sure if you guys heard that noise I just made. I sounded like some sort of animal. Which was a random noise my throat made, I don't know what it was. It sounded reptilian or something like that. I'm not sure that's the right word. Is reptilian the word? I think it is. Yeah, I think it is. I don't know. Comments are below. Feel free to correct me. But be kind. No bullying. I've never expected to see such a miserable girl. Is she the killer who killed Nanami? At this moment, I hesitate. She is such a wretch. Okay, I don't know if I'm saying that word right. I'm not sure if I'm reading it right because it's either. I think it's like I'm reading it as wretch. It looks like it's spelt wretch. Yeah, so it's wretch. I don't know what I'm on about, guys. Don't matter. If she is not the killer, should I torture her and even kill her? No. Should I torture her before discovering the real reason why she's Nanami's body away? Why would you torture her? Suddenly, she trips and loses her balance. Are we gonna fall on top of her? She falls onto the ground. Look out! I try to grab her, but I fail. You can land on top of her. The next thing I know is I lose my balance too. We fall onto the ground. We landed on top of her, didn't we? She crashes to the ground, then I fall down too. Unfortunately, I fall on top of her. See, it's... I fucking called it. I called it! You fell on top of her. When I said C, I was going to point out the fact that the transition of the dialogue and the background has now stopped messing around. It's like the frames have calmed down now. I think it was just the game, but yeah, I called that. I knew it was going to fall on top of her. I mean, I could try changing it in the settings at some point, but I might have a look at the game settings actually to see if that was it, if it's in there. So I'm not sure if it's a 60 frame game or a 30 frame. It could be a 60 frame game. I'm only recording in 30 frames. That could be why, I don't know. But then again, it shouldn't affect it for me really, so... I don't know, it's weird. It's a weird call, guys. Okay, with the dots. Why the dots? Seriously, no dots. So soft, her body acts as a cushion to my fall. But the girl, she fell onto the ground so badly and then sustained another heavy fall from me. Is she okay? I like how he acknowledges himself for not being skinny or slender. It's just like, okay, I know I weigh quite a bit, okay? I know she's definitely in pain because I landed on top of her. I like how he's brutally honest with himself. It's amazing. It makes me laugh. There's not many people who can be brutally honest with themselves. I get up immediately and pick her up. Hey! Are you okay? She says nothing with her eyes closed. Hey, wake up! I shake her really hard. No response. Is she dead? A sense of guilt looms over me. I need to check if she is still alive. After checking on her, I find she has just passed out. I am so relieved, and my sense of guilt just vanishes. I carry her to a shady place. Shadowy place? Ooh. I carry her to a shady place. This still doesn't sound quite right. And lean her against a tree. Then I carefully check on her scars. Later, I confirm my previous speculation. This girl has been abused. Although I can't heal her like my mom, I still know some basic things like how to check on her vital signs and injuries. My mom used to teach me when I was little. She reminds me of a little girl who my mom treated when I was little. I remember that girl was only 4 years old, and when she was sent to my home, she was dying with her organs ruptured. Her parents told my mom that she had accidentally tripped over the pebbles. Tripping over doesn't do that! It'll give you a few bruises and maybe a few cuts, but it won't puncture your lungs and kidneys and heart and stuff. I have fallen over on the solid concrete. I grazed my knee. That's the worst that happened. I have fallen over onto a rock. That was a long story. I was on holiday. And I sprained my arm. That was it. Actually, no, I sprained my arm and twisted my ankle. I forgot. Yeah, I twisted my ankle and sprained my arm at the same time. So it was kind of weird to try and get back because I sprained my arm and my ankle on the same side. I think it was on my. Hang on. I think it was on my right. I sprained my right arm, my right ankle. So I was trying to hop back across all these rocks. I'm trying to climb down from all these rocks, just using my left side of my body. It was so weird. It was so weird. Long story short, we used to go crab lining. If you don't know what that is, it's like fishing, but with certain different rods and stuff, or fishing for crabs and stuff, what you do when you go to beaches. And there's this giant rock pool we always used to go and visit around the back. We used to do it when I was younger, so we went there We went there this time. I was a bit older, so I could actually get around there myself this time. And you got to go, pretty much you go across all these rocks. You go up the cliff of these rocks, then you go back down this giant steep part of these rocks. Wade through a bigger bit of rock, wade through a bigger rock pool, which is empty normally. Sometimes there's a few fish in it, depends where the tide is. And go up this little beach area, and then go up more rocks to get to the rock pool. And that's the best place to go for crab lining in that entire beach. Oh, and I slipped. I don't know what happened, but I can't remember exactly what happened, but I slipped, twisted my ankle, and then to stop myself from falling off, I quickly threw myself down onto the rock. And I did my arm in. So it was weird, because I was like trying to drag myself back with just half my body. I had to get my dad or my old man, we're going to call him, to hold all my stuff, like all the crab line stuff and the buckets and crap, and the bait, so I could get going. So I could get back. Oh. I will never forget that day. Actually, a lot of things happened to me on holiday. It's surprising. We always go to the same place, and a lot of things happen to me. You think I'd have a bit more common sense and a bit more safety techniques for my own well-being when I'm over there, but no, I still get myself into a lot of fucking trouble. I don't know why. I just do. It's just how I suppose I'm a bit reckless when I'm on holiday. I don't know. Her parents told my mum. Actually, okay, I read that, but it was not true. Later, my mum told me her parents were lying. That the poor girl who was victim to domestic abuse died because she didn't receive a timely treatment. My heart is blighted by this tragedy. Okay, so I'm going to quickly clarify this because people have come to me and said, like, people I know, a lot of people are a lot younger than me, who are like 14, 15 or something like that, come up to me and said they've been abused by their parents. And the thing is, there's a difference between being abused and being scolded, which I don't think they understand. A slap on the wrist, a slap on the backside, a quick slap around the head. Because you've done something wrong, that's scolding. If you're being beaten to the point where you're actually getting scars and constant bruising and bleeding for no fucking reason, that's domestic abuse. I mean, you shouldn't. I mean, to scold your kids, one slap across the wrist or something like that, I understand. But they're not. I mean, that's especially scolding. But they're not beating the crap out of you. I'm not sure if that made any sense to people, but that's how I feel about that subject. Just wanted to quickly put that over about it because I don't think some people understand the difference. So, yeah. I mean, my dad used to give me a good kick if I misbehaved. Maybe learn. Simple as that. I mean, you didn't do it hard. It was just enough to embarrass you in front of the people you were with. So I suppose it was more of a mental injury more than a physical thing, because you would like thinking, oh crap, he'll do it in front of my siblings or my stepsister or my friends again if I do this again. Shit, I should don't do it again. So he maybe learned that way. My heart is blighted by this tragedy. I can never forget her groan and her parents' apathy. I was shocked to see the little girl was covered with scars back then. Many years later, I encounter another girl in the same situation. So poor. Looking at this girl with tears on her face, I suddenly feel indescribable sadness. Indescribable sadness. Sorry, the last syllable didn't quite come out there. I kind of struggled with that. Blood is seeping from her wound. What should I do now? Actually, I've realised that because of the speed I talk and the accent I have, people from where I am won't know my accent. Because everyone has an accent, but you can't hear your own accents. That's the weird thing about life. So if you have, let's say, there's a lot of different accents for different places. Like in England, we have like northern accents, southern accents. We have richer accents. We have poorer accents. I have one of the poorer class accents. So, yeah. So sometimes I speak too quick with this accent. I kind of like lose syllables as I'm speaking. So, and it's okay. It's not like I'm losing syllables. I'm still saying the syllables. It's just when I say them, I don't make them stand out as much, and the mic won't pick them up. That's what it is normally. That's why the mic sometimes just says like half a word, then stops because it can't pick up the rest of the sentence or the rest of the word. Sorry. That's what happens sometimes. I've noticed that a few times when I'm editing, but I've had no way to explain it. But this is the best time to explain it because now I fully understand why. Which is why, and now I've noticed that, I know why it's doing it. Which is why it's pushed my plans to get the new mic a lot quicker. So I was waiting until I was going to wait for like a couple more months before I get a new one, see what comes out. But no, now I've realised that it's maybe pushed on to get one quicker and sooner. So that's the quick brief of that. So that's also why I did that little thing at the statement at the start saying I'm going to get a new mic soon. I'm actually going to go for one. Blood is seeping from my wounds. What should I do now? Oh! Ooh, chitty time. Okay, first option, I could treat her wounds. The second option is I could ask about Nanami first. Okay, we open up her wounds. Okay, her wounds are open and she's bleeding. So we could treat her wounds, or we could ask about Nanami first. Okay, since Kyo was talking about torturing and stuff first, I kind of don't want to do the second one. But if he doesn't go torture, you ask Nanami first, well, that's not going to work out. She's unconscious. We can't ask an unconscious person who's bleeding about something. For the main reason, the fact she's unconscious. You know, she's not going to answer us. So while she's unconscious, I may as well treat her wounds than talk to her when she wakes up. That seems to be more common sense based. I'm going to do that one. We'll go for the first one. Treat her wounds. I didn't notice the wounds on her, or the blood. Her falling down was to cause the wounds to bleed. I didn't get hurt because her body cushioned me. I can't leave the poor girl here bleeding. But don't you know stuff? I thought you only knew, like, check on vitals and stuff. You said you didn't know how to heal people. You said your mother knows to do that. So dollar dots. Are we gonna run back to your house? I find some herbs nearby and apply them on her bleeding wounds. Okay, so you're just gonna take a shot in the dark, are you, Kyo? Oh, I don't know anything about this stuff. I only know how to check on people's vitals. Oh, but what are you doing now? You're trying to cure her with random herbs you found in the forest. They could be poisonous. Well done, you genius. This visual novel, it's not even a visual novel, Kyo, the character, contradicts himself so many times. He says he doesn't know anything about cures. All of a sudden, he's curing her wounds. Explain, please, game. I need an explanation of how your logic works. Wait a minute. I know why it doesn't work. Because there is no logic behind any of this. I need to remember that. There are so many wounds on her. I'm starting to see her wounds. I'm startled to see her wounds. Every time I see the word startled, I don't know why, I always read it as started first. I don't know why, it's like I don't read the L, I think I missed the L out all the time. Then I think, hang on, that didn't look like started. I'll go back and think, oh, started, okay. It's always like I've lost that word. I don't know why I do that. Probably again my dyslexia, but I don't know. What does she? Oh crap! Trigger finger! Trigger finger! I keep doing that. I am so sorry if that annoys people. I can't help it. It's like my fingers. It's like sometimes I'm like double tapping stuff. I don't know why I do it. There are so many wounds on her. I'm starting to see her wound. Okay, I'm starting to see her wound. Sorry. What did she go through? What kind of life is she having? I'm eager to know the answers. There are two things that occupy my mind. These behind the whereabouts of Nanami and the reason why she took Nanami's body away. Although I'm desperate to know the answers, I have to wait for her to come round. So she has nowhere to go anyway. I don't have the heart to torture her, give her a miserable situation. Okay, if you saw a girl like that, I wouldn't torture them. They'd probably die. And yeah, I wouldn't have the heart to as well. Just to clarify that. I'm not evil as much as I can be. Well, yeah, okay. I could be a dark person at times, and be dark and humorous. And have a dark humour, but I could never go as far as being a complete ass. Well, no, I'm an ass, but I can't be an asshole. There's a difference. Right. I'm not making any sense, am I? I don't think I am. Okay, this will stop her bleeding. I did a simple dressing to stop her bleeding. Now I have to wait for her to come to. So I'm going to stay here and wait for her to come to life. Can't wake up! Wake me up! I'm sorry. It was appropriate, okay? I can't take her with me on my investigation tour. But I can't leave her here either. I can't leave her alone here either. And she may fall into danger. Kyo, with you sat here, I think she is in danger. If she is not the killer, then I can't let her encounter danger. Because she is the only one who knows Nanami's whereabouts. As long as she is here, I can still find clues. Given the current situation, it's less likely that she is the killer. I also need to take a quick break. Okay, I'm sorry guys, I do have a cold, so I don't know how long it's going to last, but breaks might be more frequent through the episodes of different things. I can't tell specifically why I think so. I saw her in bad shape, so I think she's not capable of killing. And more dots, thank you, Kyo. So drowsy. Unknowingly, I am struck by weariness and sleep. Yeah, okay, I read that right. It is because I consumed so much energy this morning. It's really hard to stay awake. I'm in a comfortable and shady place. No. I can't sleep. What if she wakes up and walks away? I can't waste my morning's efforts. Ah, fuck it. Don't give me the dots, Kyo. I'm too drowsy, but I have to stay awake. So he pretty much did say fuck it. What should I do? Yeah, he did pretty much say it. I can rest on her lap so if I can tell if she wakes up. But it's really awkward after all. We are strangers. Would it be appropriate? Not really, but do it anyway. So sleepy, forget it. Yeah, pretty much. Fuck it, let's sleep. Yo. Alright, I read his name. Sorry, let me borrow your lap. I know I shouldn't swear a lot. I know I shouldn't swear. But I can't help it. It's my vocabulary. It's where I'm from. Everyone does it here. We don't mean it in ill intent or anything. It's just helps us speak, I suppose. It's instead of saying like, oh, I can't be bothered. Just by saying 2 words, we shorten it down. We swear, okay? We use swears to shorten sentences. We can't help it. I mean, it's a bad example to set for people, I know, but we can't help it here. It's what we do. The younger you are over here, the more you tend to do it. I suppose it's everywhere, really. The younger you are, the more you swear. Because we're lazy, and we like to take the shortest way possible. So, that's what we do. I rest on her lap, and I can feel her warm body. So comfortable. No more dots? Thanks, Kyo. I mean, just go to sleep. Stop giving me dots. Don't waste my time. Also, if you guys have seen my Twitter, I have some really sour sweets. And I'm loving them. So I keep looking at... It's like, just by looking at them, even my tongue reacts now. It's weird. My mouth starts watering a little bit every time I see them because they're that nice. But they're so strong! Ugh. They really do make you pull faces. And I'm not one to pull faces at sour stuff normally. There's only 2 types of sour sweets that ever made me pull faces. Now, it's these ones and some old ones I used to get from a different shop. I'm not sure that shop's still open anymore, though. I don't think it is. But those ones were a lot stronger than these ones. And they destroyed my mouth. They destroyed my tongue. They destroyed the roof of my mouth. Because they were so addictive. But they were so strong. They got to the point when they started like ripping your tongue and stuff like that. Oh, I had to wait for my tongue to heal, pretty much, before I could do anything, before I could eat anything sour or sweet. I had to eat bitter stuff. And I'm not a big fan of bitter stuff. So there's a bit of background as to what I'm like when it comes to sour stuff. I do get addicted to it. I can't help it, it's so nice! I stretch and yawn after I wake up. So with these ones, I'm being careful just in case the same thing happens again. I am keeping them away. I'm having like 1 to 3 a day. And that's about it. I'm keeping them away from me, and I'm spacing them out at a decent time as well, because I don't want them to ruin my tongue again. Because I think it took a month to come back and heal properly, I think. I mean, my tongue didn't literally fall out or rip away or anything. It was just the skin of the tongue, like the layer of the tongue, with like the top layer of the tongue, it was all peeling away and ripping and stuff like that. I still had a tongue, don't worry about it, the tongue was still there. Just to not confuse anyone. Ah, my tongue, it fell out, no, I can't eat sour sweets again. That never happens. I stretch and yawn after I wake up. So refreshing. Ah, it's already dark. What time is it? Also, I think someone came back, so I was going to check that in a second. I look around and estimate. what time it is now. No! Is it evening now? And I will also have a short break. Again, I am sorry I keep having breaks, but you know, I got cold, I had to explain for the last break, but there was a cold. I do have a cold, so you know, there was a cold. I can't speak, I don't know what's going on with me right now. No! Is it evening now? Why aren't you carrying on? Oh, there we go. I've been asleep for so long. Which I might have to click the screen. Where is that girl? I remember I slept on her lap. Where is she now? Okay, I click the screen and start working again properly, alright. I look around, but there's no sign of her. The place where I'm lying is a clear clearing. Is a clean clear. Ugh. Is a clean clearing. Ugh. My throat is giving me a lot of trouble. It's one of those colds when your throat starts clogging up, it gets all sore and stuff. And your voice starts going weird. You get a blocked nose. It's one of those colds. Oh dear. Damn it. She must have woken up and walked away. I shouldn't have slept. I should have realised that she might walk away when she wakes up. There's been no other voices in this so far. Apart from the girl's groans. Which I think I did very well. They probably sucked, I don't know. But I was too drowsy to stay awake. I threw away the golden chance. Staring at the place where I'm lying, I find it is some distance away from where we originally laid. This new place is much more comfortable and clean than the previous one. She was so thoughtful, I think to myself, smiling wearily. We got more dots. Thank you, game. You know I hate the dots. Stop giving me the dots. Don't you dare give me dots again. I hear a rustling in the nearby forest. It seems that someone is walking towards me. Rising from the ground, I look in the direction from where the sound is coming from. It's the girl! Yay! She came back! Woo! Ah! That's definitely the girl from the tower, isn't it? We had in that flashback a while ago. Or memory. Or whatever it was. Or, I don't know what it was. But there's a girl in the tower, isn't that her? It's her. She walked away when I fell asleep. But why did she come back? With many doubts on my mind, I start sizing her up. Don't size her up, don't scare her. She just came back. What are you trying to do? Don't give me the dots. Not more dots. I notice her arms are full of food. Is she feeding me? There are fruits with edible plants which grow in the forest. She is too petite to hold so much food. She walks ahead carefully with food in her arms. I struggle to read that sentence there. Sorry. I am not the master of grammar. Why isn't this continuing? Oh, now it is. I have an urge to help her, but I don't know why she is holding so much food, so I stand there and watch her. Help her! Where's your manners, Kyo? Don't give me the dots. She steers by me and goes to the clearing where I laid, and puts the food on the ground. Ah, so adorable. No! Chili, Hitomi is best girl. What are you doing? Don't fall for this. Later, she looks up at me, and our eyes meet. She lets out a faint and points at the food on the ground. Are you not going to speak? Can you speak? Ah, you want me to eat? Can you speak? Hearing my question, she nods. Okay, when it comes to games and stuff, with characters who can't speak, the most common reason I've come across is the fact they've had their tongue cut out. I know, it's weird, but Dark Souls, the Firelink Shrine Keeper, had her tongue cut out. She only speaks after you restore her, when you restore and bring her back to life, because her tongue is also restored then as well. There's another, I think, people with the ghosts from Corpse Party and the children from Corpse Party will have their tongues cut out and were tortured. Yeah, watch at your own discretion, guys. Seriously, that's really messed up. That's really messed up shit. I enjoyed it, but it was messed up. I won't say it's not messed up. It really was. Hearing my question, she nods. So I hope she's got her tongue still. I hope she's not missing it because I'm hoping she's just coming. I hope she's just shy. That's what it is. I don't want to find out that she's had her tongue chopped out or something like that because that's just messed up. Okay. I don't like that thing. It's just messed up. I think about it like that. Hearing my question, she nods. Then she picks up a fruit and starts to eat. I sit across her and start to eat the fruit. The first bite of the fruit invokes my hunger. I suddenly realise I haven't eaten for the whole day. I've eaten nothing except for the breakfast and the dookies. My stomach is empty. So you have eaten something, so your previous statement was invalid, Kyo. I'm sorry. I feel like I'm playing flipping, attorney, what's it called? Phoenix Wright's an attorney? Oh, I can't remember its name. Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney. That's what it was. I had to quickly go look it up on my phone. I've eaten nothing except for the breakfast. I read that. She must have gathered this. So she looked for food after waking up. It turns out she didn't walk away. She could have escaped, but she didn't. Maybe she trusts us. We did treat her after all. Or maybe she wanted to repay the... Well, she's supposed to repay us for helping her and healing her wounds. I don't know. We could be a great team. I think we should work with her. Is that a choice? If we work with her? Oh, what if you gave me a choice? Like if I had to choose between who would I want to go with? If you gave me a choice, like who do I want to work with? Saki, Hitomi, or this girl? Oh! Sorry, Saki, it's not you. I'd be stuck between the other two, though. Again, I don't hate Saki. I've got nothing against Saki. She's just not... I just don't like... She's just... It's just I prefer the other two characters, alright? I prefer this character already because she's mysterious and she doesn't speak, so I like to know more about her. So the more I'd go around with her, I'm more expecting to learn from her. About her and the game itself. So she'd be a really interesting character to follow right now, and Hitomi is just best girl. Saki didn't really do much. She seemed to be more of a tsundere than more of anything else. So I don't think it's a tsundere is really necessary to be with in this type of game because it's a mystery thing. I want a bit more detail, a bit more character, a bit more useful to the story. Sorry, Saki, but it's true. You're not very useful to the story. She might be in the end. There might be some giant plot twist when she turns out to be like a god or something. I don't know. That's just an exaggeration, guys. There's no gods, I don't think, in this game. There could be, though. I don't know. I haven't played it before. No spoilers. I am touched at the thought of this. This girl is already in such a tragic situation, but she still cares for others. Aren't we in the same situation? Well, no, actually, we're trying to hunt someone down. She was running from someone. So maybe not quite in the same situation, but... I suppose... Okay, maybe not the same specifics, but not the same specifics, but I suppose the general situation is the same. I eat while watching the girl. Now I can't connect her with the killer. Her face begins to burst after she finds him staring at her. She was going to put food into her mouth, but after realising I was staring at her, she lowered her head and paused. Ah, she's embarrassed. Ah, is she ill at ease? Sorry, I was lost in a trance. Ignore me. Kyo, you know how to charm a woman. I explained to her immediately. She nods with her head down and continues eating. She probably feels awkward. Yes, it's the same, because I have no clue what's going on. In order to ease this awkward atmosphere, I stop staring at her and focus on my food. Transition. Dots? Really? Dots? Oh, okay, I'm actually getting... That was just a transition. I'm going to end the episode here, guys. I didn't see the time I was on. Yeah, so I hope you guys all enjoyed this episode. If you did, hit that like button and also subscribe. They both really help me out a lot. And as always, I will see you in the next video. And cheers for watching.